Oh no. Not again.
No,
No,
Lily's sleeping.
Lily's behind me sleeping, so
He
I didn't
didn't
want
want
to
to pull
open
it
it.
out.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's my cat.
Ciao. That is his
That's
cat.
the cat.
Ciao. I know some Italian. Yeah.
Gabriella Labucci.
Gabriella.
That's what I got. I'm sorry, Italy. I don't know Italian at all.
Oh, they probably hate us
I
already.
know they hate us already. Sorry.
Ciao, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay, and we are filming this very late at night, so I'm just drinking water right now, but it is lemon water, because it helps with
Ooh.
digestion.
Ooh.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
You know, I do my best.
You are you are the best. You know.
Thank you. I know.
I'm glad you do. And I am Lana. I'm your resident diva. I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, you know what to do. Hit me up. I am not drinking anything because I already drank my water and so it's gone. But if I was drinking anything, I would definitely be drinking it out of my cup mug. Cup mug, cup mug, cup mug. To all of our your Italian fans, you can get you a cup mug at lanagscreations.etsy.com. And they're good mugs, they're cute mugs, and they're affordable mugs. So you can get you one. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. Still looking at you, Italy. Still looking at you.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I'm wearing a shirt from one of my favorite drag queens from this year, the beautiful and talented Miss Lux Noir London.
Ooh.
Her fancy design challenge look that she made.
I was gonna
Love
say
it.
Ooh.
Lux from
Yes.
New Jersey, Italians, Drag Race
There we
Italia.
go.
Ew.
And I'm drinking water.
Love.
Woo! Well, we are here. We are talking about season 3 of Drag Race Italia, and we are talking about Drag Race Italia for the first time on this channel.
Ooh,
We did not cover season 2
we missed
for
out.
various reasons. Yes, I will say, upon reflection, I did watch the season. Um, I said I wasn't going to. If you've been a fan for that long, I said I wasn't going to watch Italia season 2. I have my issues with the franchise, but regardless, I did watch it and it was very good, and I loved the cast. Fell in love with Aura Eternal, and then got to see her on Queen of the Universe. Fell in love with her over again. Um, and I'm very, very excited to dive into season 3. There are some notable changes. Not the hosting, unfortunately, but we have 2 new permanent judges on the panel. We have lost Tommaso Zorzi,
No.
but we kept
No.
Chiara Francini, and quite frankly, that's all that
Yay.
matters.
True.
Because Chiara Francini is a gift on this earth. And
And
I
should be the
will
host.
and should be the host of this franchise. She should be the only cis woman that isn't actually a drag queen hosting a Drag Race franchise.
I think I'm going to make a bold statement here, and I reserve the right to change my mind.
Okay.
I think that she, Chiara Francini, is my favorite cis woman that is a part of a judging panel, period, for
I
Drag
think I
Race.
agree with you. I
She's
think I
so good.
agree with you. I think for me, honestly, it's kind of a tie between these 3, so I don't really have a definitive. I'm gonna say 4 actually. There are 4 that I really enjoy. For me, it's Chiara Francini. It's Michelle Visage, and Michelle
That's
is
fair.
always going to be there for me. I love Michelle Visage. I'm gonna say Khaled Karen from Philippines because I really love Karen's dedication, and like her feedback is always really, really strong. And then I would say Anna Locking from España. I think Anna, this last season was not always as vocal as she has been on past seasons, and especially those first 2 seasons of España. I think she provided a lot of really strong commentary. But I absolutely agree with you, David. I think Chiara Francini, she's just a gift.
She is.
I
I'm
can't
excited
say
for
it.
Lana to meet her.
I'm so excited for Lana to meet Chiara Francini because I think, and I think David might agree here, I think you're gonna love Chiara.
Mm. Yeah,
She
she
is
cares so much about the contestants. You can tell because we need somebody to care about the contestants because I don't think everybody on the panel does.
Priscilla.
Well, I can't wait to see her. I guess I have mixed feelings about Italia because of things I've heard, but I also am the type of person who's like, I'll see for myself and then come up with my own opinions about something. So I'm willing to be very open. If I'm going to embark on this drag race journey or this drag journey now, because it's not just drag race, but if I'm going to immerse myself into this drag journey, I'm going to do it fully, completely, and open minded about everything. So we'll
Mhm.
see.
Mhm.
Another big change. We have the change to our judging panel. So Tomato is gone. We do still have Priscilla, and we do still have Chiara Francini. We also have Paolo and Paola, which I am very excited that it's both a Paolo and a Paola. We have Paolo Iezzi, who is a TV personality. She's a singer, songwriter, DJ, producer. She was a guest judge on season 2 of
Italia.
that one. That one. And she actually, so I know of her because she competed at the San Remo Music Festival, which is one of the longest running music festivals in Europe. And for the last, I couldn't tell you how many years, has been the qualifier contest for the Italian representative at Eurovision. So I've
Mm.
seen Paula perform. She was part of a duo that I believe performed the first year we covered Eurovision for the channel in 2021, and then also was at San Remo last year, or they were supposed to be at San Remo last year, and something happened. So I enjoy her. I remember her on season 2, and I thought she was really lovely. And then also joining the panel is Paolo Camilli, who is kind of best known as David put it before we started recording, one of the gays from White Lotus. So
One of the Palermo gays.
one of the Palermo gays. Hugo, specifically. For which I will say he has won a SAG award.
Okay.
For outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. So he was part of all of that. So
Love that.
yeah, the other big change is for the first 2 seasons, the show was being sponsored and produced in part by Discovery Plus Italia, and Viacom and Paramount Plus actually picked up Drag Race Italia as part of their big whole deal of Drag Race franchises that they decided to pick up and produce along with Mexico, Brazil, and Germany, as well as the Global All Stars franchise, which we will see. I think they're starting to film that here soon. And that was also part of the 3-season deal that Paramount had with all of those new franchises. So presumably we will get 3 more seasons of Drag Race Italia, including this one.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm really hopeful that we get an increase in production value, because that was kind of always my biggest thing, is like, I think Italia has the foundation to be a really great franchise. It just didn't have all of the support that it needs, and I think now having Paramount Plus pick it up, I think it's going to get that support that it needs. So excited for them. we have 13 queens on the season because apparently this year's MO is we're done with even numbered casts. Even numbered cast, fuck that. We're
Screw
doing
man.
screw you even numbered casts. 11 across the board everywhere except for here, and it's 13.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I don't know why, but sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. And a lot of firsts. This is the first season to bring in any international contestants, and there are technically 3. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. So, without further ado, it's the judges.
There they are.
There they are. They eating it up though.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kiara, beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Paula on the right, beautiful.
The red and the black
Paolo
and the yellow eating. Actually, you know what? All of them are. I don't, even whatever your bias is to us, this host, people don't like her. She eating. That's a nice
I do
look.
not like this look.
I like this look. I kind of like it.
Lux Noir London did it better.
I mean, I didn't see her do it, so.
This was literally the color palette for the season 15 promo.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't see
it was literally, this is the exact, it was literally pink, yellow, black, and white. Was the theme for the season 15 promo.
True. Yep.
I didn't see it, so I don't know. So
fair.
I like it.
Fair. Fine and fair and valid. So
I will go ahead and get this out of the way. So the first 2 seasons, I looked at the casts, and immediately there was a standout for me in each of those casts, and that was Farida and La Diamond. Like those were the 2 people that glued me in. Should be the 2 winners. I'm just gonna say that.
Electra Bionic is a very talented drag artist that maybe shouldn't have won this season, but she's very talented.
She is, and she was easily my second favorite that season, so I'll give her that. But yeah, I will say nobody has really stood out to me, at least not at the level that either of those did for this cast. So I'm excited to kind of be surprised by somebody because I had obvious front runners before. This one I couldn't really tell you who the big front runner is for me, so should be interesting.
I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of that is because we learned a little bit from the queens themselves, but the bulk of like the describing things per queen was done in the Meet the Queens by Priscilla.
True.
So it's like it felt more like Priscilla describes the queens than Meet the Queens. We met them, and Priscilla said, "Here's everything you actually need to know about them." And then half of each person's Meet the Queen segment is going to be, how does your drag self differ from your boy self? And I'm like, or your out of drag self, because not everybody identifies as not everyone is a man on this cast.
Right. Although they sure made them use their names.
I'm like, okay, names. God, we know everyone's out of drag name. Cool. Like, God, I'm just like, Jesus. But yeah, so we are going to go in alphabetical order, because that's the way I put the slideshow together. That's not the way they presented them, but
no, there's not.
Not even close. But first up is Adriana Picasso. She is 29, living in Padua currently, but she is the first Cuban queen to be on Drag Race. Separate from Cuban American. I believe we've had a few Cuban American queens on Drag Race US. She's the first queen from Cuba to be on Drag Race. So, congrats, girl. In her Meet the Queens, she said that she is very distinguished within the Italian drag scene because she's fabulous and beautiful. And her drag is very inspired by strong women. And most of her Meet the Queens was just her talking about how she's beautiful. And you know what? She is.
I'm going to say it off the top. This was the only person I was excited about this entire Meet the Queens. Unfortunately for me, this was not a Meet the Queens that it just like, oh my God, make me want to watch. I, so I'm going to rely on what I did with Brazil because Brazil was the same way. I wasn't blown away exactly by Brazil, but it wasn't until I did the our Instagram um, coverage that we'll do for Italia. So y'all check it out over there. But if you want to see our other Instagram things that I'm talking about, go back and check it out on the channel. But it's I'm she was the one that was like I was like, oh, okay. Now that's who I'm looking out for. I'm excited about her. Hopefully, when we do our Instagram one for Italia, I will get just as excited as I did with the other ones. And now I'm absolutely in love with Brazil because of that. So that could change for Italia as well. But I wasn't that excited about this Meet the Queens, and I think it had a lot to do with the way they presented it. And like you said, the host was doing all of the talking and telling us about them. I don't think that was necessary. I feel like we need to hear from the queens themselves. If this is a Meet the Queens, let's meet the queens and let them tell us about themselves, because I feel like when they are talking about what they do and who they are, it's a lot more passionate than when somebody else is doing it for them. And so I got television hosts from the host, and then we got the queens being, yeah, and I'm pretty, and I'm this, and I'm this, and I'm this, and it wasn't like personal. So hopefully we'll do that in when I get to the Italian Instagram thing, and I'll get excited about this cast. But
I
as of
mean,
right now,
we did get a lot of awkward dancing montages too.
that's what I'm like. It's just I'm cute.
And
Woo.
in that case, I will say it did really aid this look from Adriana for me, because the bodysuit is, it's simple, but she was working that white piece of jacket fabric, whatever. She was working that piece of fabric to the end of its life and giving all of it. And
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, girl, I see you. It's fine.
Yeah. So I will say, before I watched this, Lana did warn us that the one that she was most excited about after watching the Meet the Queens was Adriana. So I think I had like unrealistic expectations.
Mhm.
And so when I watched, I was like, oh, okay. And I like her. I like her, but not significantly more than anybody else. I do like that we have some melanin in this cast. That's always a good
Thank
thing. And she
God.
does look beautiful. I didn't have a lot to write down about her, though. So I'm excited to see personality from her on the show. But yeah, I think she's pretty good. I'll just go ahead and make this known right up front. Whatever their promo look prompt was, not crazy about it. It kind of gives me like, give us a look that RuPaul probably would have worn in a promo look from one of the early seasons.
I think it was Drag Race.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, that makes
So I
sense
think it
then.
was literally the
a
same
race.
prompt as they
Yeah,
gave for the season 15 promo.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it
yeah.
was like because
Because they did
Priscilla
say
did say
Formula One.
Formula One.
Yep, I think
So
that's what
Oh,
it
I'm gonna say
was.
it's like racing. E- everyone was in a bodysuit. Every single one of these Mitches, except for one person, is not in a bodysuit. So I maybe would say that the promo was bodysuit. Uh, but it seems like it was Formula One racing,
Yep.
drag racing, because there is a car in the promo as well. So it
mm,
seems like they copied Mexico, which copied the US from this year, which copied season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race. So like that's what it seems to be.
Makes sense.
Scars.
I'm gonna give her a 69.
Nice.
Nice. I'm going to give her 70.
70.
70.
Then in that case, you know what? I'll give her a 71.
Okay, there we go.
I like that. I like that. Next up, Amy Krania. She is 31 from Milan.
Hmm.
From Milan. She described her drag as eclectic, dramatic, and fabulous. She is one of a couple queens that talked about having a musical theater background. She makes all of her outfits. She's been working with queens both on and behind the stage for 10 years, but it seems like I think she said she had only been doing drag for a little bit, so I'm going to assume maybe like 1 or 2 years. And she was also one of several people that said that we need lightheartedness in drag. Obviously, there is a very, very big homophobic push in Italy right now, and there has been for a couple of years now. So a lot of queens were bringing that up in their promos, which is disgusting. But I mean, we can relate here in the U.S. So yeah, Amy Krania.
You know, if this doesn't work out, I think Amy should go into sales because she was really selling herself. She was her biggest fan. She's so confident. I felt like I went to go buy a car and she's saying, "Oh, this car, this can do it all. This is a perfect car. Whatever you need. Oh, that you want that? Okay, yes, it does that too." But you know what? Like, I don't know why, but like I just started to believe her. I believe her. My expectations are pretty high for you because you really hyped yourself up, girl, and I'm here for it. If you can't be your biggest fan, then who else is going to be your fan? So
Exactly.
I'm here for the confidence. And she didn't do it in a cocky way. So that was a good thing too. Like she doesn't seem arrogant. She just seems very confident.
I I agree. I agree with you. I thought she sold herself very well. She's very pretty. Makeup is very pretty, and I feel like she is going to be interesting. Like she is going to be one of those people. Like if the judges say something on the runway that they don't agree that they don't like something, she'd go sell it and be like, "Oh, but this is what it was," and so I mean, see, this is how it works, and this is what it does, and it's. I think she is somebody who I was like, okay, all right, I see you, I see you. I don't know what you go do, but I see you, and I'm gonna be looking out for her.
I absolutely agree. She was someone that stood out to me for sure. They kept saying she might give you a headache. And so I'm like, is her drag name a play on like the Italian word for like migraine or headache or something? I don't know. I was a little confused by that. But otherwise, like y'all said, she sold me on who she was and what she was doing. And I actually really do like this promo. I like the hair a lot. Looking at the full shot, it looks really good. It looks expensive. I like that she has the pink and there's a little bit of I think blue as well in the bodysuit with the black accents, and I really like that color combination. She stood out for me in the overall promo as well in a very, very strong way because she was one of very few people that didn't use red.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, anybody that didn't use red stood out to me as far as looks are concerned. So I really like the look.
Yeah, that's fair. And also one thing about her that kind of stood out. So sometimes I've imagined like what would drag race be like if it had started earlier, like if it had started in the 90s or like earlier 2000s. And while I was watching this Meet the Queens, I was like this feels like it would be a drag race season if it was in like 2006 because so many people just seemed really old school with their drag, and I do not mean that in a negative way at all. It was actually pretty intriguing. But then we have Amy here and she just feels like a modern drag race girl plopped into a very old school season. So I'm interested to see if that's going to be an advantage for her or if it's going to set her apart in a negative way. I don't think it will. I think it will be an advantage. So I'm excited for her.
Of course.
I'm going to go with a 69.
Nice.
Nice. I'll go with a 70.
I'm not gonna give this a 71. I'm actually gonna give this an 80.
Okay. Fair.
Next up, La Prada. She is 25, also from Milan. In her Meet the Queen, she talked about how she's mostly known for her name because her name is Prada. and how if you have to look her up online, she pops up on like the 17th page on Google, which I thought was funny. She said she stands out for her craftsmanship, both in like making looks and, you know, just in her overall drag demeanor. She started in the disco. She referenced that one of her favorite songs is Broadway Baby. And one of the questions I guess they asked is like, what challenge or what runway would you want to do the most? And her answer was like several people, which I thought this was interesting. The makeover challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, and with her answer there, she mentioned the makeover, but it's specifically because she says she likes to teach drag and she likes to meet people. So I'm like, okay, you're going to be personable. You might be a miscongeniality type, but I do like her. And there was something very specific that she reminded me of. So I'm not comparing her to this queen, but with Marsha.
Yeah.
In season 15, they kept
Uh-huh.
telling her, do more with your makeup, do more with your makeup. And this is kind of giving me like the journey that Marsha went on where she started to do more with her makeup. And I like it. I like it. It's cute. I didn't realize she was
The comparison is obviously there.
right.
Like...
Yeah. But I like her. She just seems like a good person to me. So I think that really drew me to her quite a bit from this cast. And I didn't realize she was so young. I thought she seemed like a little bit like, I don't know, like I would have thought she was around my age.
There are many queens around your age, David, actually.
Oh yeah, there definitely are. I was literally thinking, is this the oldest average age for a cast ever? It wouldn't surprise me.
No, because I think season 1 of Drag Race UK exists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Fair.
She's cute. She's cute. I don't remember a lot from her Meet the Queens, unfortunately. Like I said, it wasn't anything outstanding. But I think she's really pretty. This outfit is not like the regular bodysuit that we're so used to seeing. So that, I think she did a really good job with putting her own little twist to what a bodysuit is. I like her little bows and the ribbons. I think she's cute. I can't wait to see what she does. Period.
I'll just go ahead and say this is my favorite promo look.
She's pretty.
I love everything about it. I love the little like bow and the hanging like ribbon detail. I really like the way that the collar piece is created, the like white little situation. I just thought everything looked very cute on her. I love the way that this bodysuit is also made, and I'm gonna assume she probably made it. But I love the paneling and the way that it works, the makeup. I love the accessorization, the glove, like all of it. This is a very, very solid promo for me. I really enjoy it. I like her as well. She's someone I'm going to keep an eye on. Mm-hmm. The insert other name here people tend to do pretty well on this show. So, sure. And there's 2 of them this season. So, but no, it could be, and I'd be intrigued. But yeah, I'm looking forward to her for sure. Scores.
I'll give her a 72.
Actually, I do really like this. I'm gonna give it her 80.
I'm gonna give her an 88. Speaking of La Sheeva. La Sheeva is 37. From Rome. She's been living in Rome for 20 years now. She's from a different part of Italy originally. Her name comes from Sheeva, the Hindu goddess. I believe Sheeva is Hindu. And then if you put La Sheeva together, it creates an Italian word that means bitch. So that's very fun. She said she is known for her strong makeup and personality. And she has an outrageous character, and she's kind of a dickhead. She talked about how her grandmother taught her to sew and made the first few of her drag outfits, which is really cool. And she talked about missing the only part missing in her drag or her journey as a drag artist is Drag Race. So good for you, gal. La Sheeva.
Yeah, my favorite part was when she talked about her grandmother, because at first I was like, "Oh, is this a drag grandmother?" Oh no, it's your actual grandmother. That's so cute. Like I can't imagine having a grandparent like be so supportive of that sort of thing. Like that's adorable. She was one of the ones that like she was just dancing like crazy in her montage, and I was like, "Wow, you get it, girl. You have energy." I don't think I got as much energy from what she was actually saying though. Um, I'm not so sure about her. Really, with 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 Drag Race Italia, you never can guess how somebody's gonna do. Like some people that I thought were gonna be early outs one season would make it to the finale, honestly.
I
And
hated La Diamond's Meet the Queens last
oh,
year.
really?
I
Oh, I
really
love
did. I got
instantly.
nothing.
She was my winner pick.
Mm.
I won that draft that I did with my roommates. Yeah. Um, but yeah, for her, I could see her going either way in the season. Like it would not surprise me if she makes it to the finale. It would not surprise me if she's first out. So I'm really interested to see.
Yeah, I think that's what I remember the most about her. Like you said, her grandmother, her talking about her grandmother. I thought that was so cute. I thought it was so cute. Um, I like this. I like this look for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. Even with the different blue, with the different color blue hair, that's not the same blue as the on the suit. I don't know. It makes me feel like it makes her stand out to me. Excuse me, if that makes any sense. I think she's. I don't know. I kind of like it. I know it's just a bodysuit, and I know it's giving us regular race car. But I like what she did with the black cups and just the black on the sleeves and all that. I kind of like it. I'm digging it. She's cool. I'm here for it.
I enjoy it. I think it's. I think for me, it's one of the. Again, it's not red, so it stood out for me. Um, I don't know. Are those the I don't know what's happening with the earring. Is that just the background or is that like a hoop? I can't
Looks
tell.
like a hoop to me,
I think it's a
at least
hoop.
on one side.
Yeah. I like
At
that it's
least
a
they
bit of
didn't
a
fall off.
right. This outfit reminds me exactly of what Selena Titties wore for this runway on Drag Race season 15. So I don't know if that was like a direct reference or a direct like inspiration. Regardless, I really like her mug. She has she's known for her face, and I can see why. It's very striking. She stands out very prominently in the group photo as well. I think a lot due to her makeup in this promo. But yeah, I think she's intriguing. We'll say that. Scores.
I am going to give her a 65.
I'm gonna give her 80.
I'm gonna give her a 77. Next up, we have Leila Yarn. Leila is 24 from Palermo. In her Meet the Queens, we found out that she just recently moved back to Palermo, and doesn't have a whole lot of experience as a drag queen. We didn't get a numerical amount of time, but we know that she is a professional dancer. She said her aesthetic is more like Eurowave. She can make clothes, and then her drag is very graceful, innovative, and unexpected. So Leila
Mhm.
Yarn. And has, as Priscilla put it, an unusual hobby of crocheting. So work, diva. I
That's
Yeah.
guess.
so unusual.
It's
Who
so
likes
unusual.
crocheting?
Yeah, I'm nervous because she's from Palermo, and after watching White Lotus, I don't trust the Palermo gays, so she might try to kill somebody. Who knows? Keep Jennifer Coolidge away from her. Um, but no, she seems like somebody who's going to be really good at lip syncs based on what she said. She can do all the tricks, she can do the splits. So I'm interested to see her in a lip sync, hopefully not too soon. One thing that kind of stood out to me is she gave a very smart answer. You could tell they were asking, what challenge are you most looking forward to? And she's like, oh, music video. And I'm like, okay, girl, you want to be around till the end, or or the first episodes if it's Brazil. But no, I thought that was a smart answer. But yeah, I like her. I think she's intriguing. I do want a little bit more personality from her, but she seems very talented, so I'm excited for her.
She was unique for me. I was not because she was crocheting, because that's not that unusual, but I thought it was interesting. She was an interesting character. I was like, hmm. She was that one that made me go, hmm. I
Hmm.
wasn't like jumping up at a bit like a lot, but I was like, I don't know. I'll keep an eye. She's stunning now. Looking at this picture, I'm looking at her eyes. I'm like, ugh, I'm getting hypnotized just looking at her eyes. It's very intriguing thing. I don't know what this look is. I kind of like it though. It's definitely, I don't know what that is around her neck. Looks like a vacuum hose, but
It's kind of
it,
giving me Mad Max a little bit.
right. It's
Yeah,
kind of
I think that's kind of what she's going for, is a little bit like more Mad inspired here.
like it. I like it.
It's not my favorite thing, but I do like it. I like that she has the little lights um on the
Oh, yeah.
bodysuit. I like that. I don't get the fishnet with it necessarily. That kind of throws me off a little bit. Um, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't really learn a whole lot about her other than she's a dancer. She's a dancer, and her drag is unexpected, and that's all I know about Layla. And she likes crocheting, and that's all I know about Layla, because all she talked about really was, being a dancer. And I understand, if that's your entire life, cool. I can tell that without her telling me, I was like, I don't think she's done drag for very long, because I think she's still trying to figure out who Leila Yarn is, and I hope
Mm.
that Drag Race gives her that opportunity. But I don't know how. I just don't know. I don't know. But I'm intrigued. I love what she has going on with her eye makeup. It was kind of this like wavy sort of like, I don't know. There's some interesting patterning to the way she did her eyeshadow. No eyebrows, which I guess is the new trend, sure, whatever. Yeah, I'm intrigued for sure. Scores.
I like this. I'll give it a 73.
I like it too. I'm gonna give it a 77.
I'm gonna give it a 75. Next up, Lightning Aurora. Not Aurora Lightning. Lightning Aurora. Cause sure. She's 24 from Cagliari, which is in Sardinia. She said she's very inspired by great divas of the past, old Hollywood. That's kind of her, preferred aesthetic. She said she wants to bring older and newer generations of drag together. She talked about really wanting to do the makeover challenge and thinking that would be a really good challenge for her. And yeah, that's Lightning Aurora.
Well, first of all, Lightning, please staple your earring on or something. It just
Well,
fell
not the
right
earring
off.
falling off. I did
Yeah.
love that she was like, "You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to go at it on your own. I'm not picking you up." Proceeds to pick it up. I did enjoy that.
What stood out the most for her was her dancing segments. They were so awkward. Oh, I need all the gifs or gifs, however you say it, of her dancing, because they were like, I don't even know how to like replicate that, because it was so like funny and awkward. And I hope it was on purpose. Um, and I'm not sure, because I didn't get the most confidence from her. Like I almost got like imposter syndrome from her, and
Mm.
I hope she doesn't like feel like she doesn't belong, because you're here, you got cast, so you do belong. Um but yeah, I'm really not sure how well she's going to do. If the vibes of lack of confidence I'm getting from her are any sign, I'm a little worried, because the last queen that I got major lack of confidence vibes from, they were the first out on their season. So we'll see. I'm rooting for you. I want you to surprise us, surprise us and surprise yourself.
I'll say this. She's wearing purple or fuchsia, and I'm here for it. So already she got a step up for me. I don't care about your weird dancing. It's weird, but I kind of I kind of lived for it.
Mhm.
I chuckled a little bit. I don't know if you were doing it on purpose. If you were, great. If you weren't, okay, that's fine. Nobody said everybody has to be the best dancers in the world. I'm here for Miss Lightning Aurora. I love this wig in this purple wig. If you want to send me that, I'll take it because I love a good purple wig. It's so cute, and I love the fluffy, fluffy things on her arms. As far as her meet the queens, I didn't get too much. I don't know if she's going to what she's going to do in this competition. I agree with you, David. She did seem a little timid, a little like maybe I'm supposed to be here. I don't know if I am. I want her to gain that confidence and come out of her shell and just be like, I am supposed to be here. I'm here. I'm supposed to be here, and I'm that girl. I want to see that girl.
I really love this bodysuit. This was my second favorite promo actually, because I really enjoyed the color blocking going on in this bodysuit. I like the sheer with then this pink glittery fabric, then with like the different shades of blue and purple, and then all of the ruffles happening on the sleeves. I thought that added a lot of dramatic interest, and then you're kind of replicating that shape in the hair. I think her mug is very interesting. She's got kind of this like very wide, triangular, but still also kind of round shape to the way that she does her eye makeup. And I really like that. I don't know why she has a megaphone, but I do appreciate that the megaphone is clearly spray painted to
Hmm.
match her promo look. And I'm like, that's the level of detail I like seeing. I don't there might be an earring, but it's very small. I kind of want an earring.
It fell off.
Oh, it did fall off. That is correct. Yeah. I think she just took them off fully for her promo. At least this photo is concerned. I don't know. She didn't give me a whole lot, but I do like the look. So, yeah, of course.
I'll give her a 69.
Nice.
Nice. I will give her an 85 because she's wearing purple.
And I'm going to give her an 83. Next up is Lina Galore. She is 34 from Milan. She's the first person we saw on the Meet the Queens. She said she mainly stands out or she's known and stands out for her irony and making fun of herself. She stands out because of her very recognizable image and her commitment to activism, which a lot of the queens talked about, and I love that. She said she runs fast in heels, and she did say that it's about time that a tax-paying queen wins Italia.
Oh, oh,
So
oh! What's that supposed
that's
to be?
shade.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What does she mean by that? The other ones don't pay taxes? I don't know.
Not.
I don't know how things work in Italia. Yes.
Italian.
Um,
Italia.
but yeah, she's somebody that I was like, oh, I can't say anything mean about her because she kept talking about her activism and how she's big in like political messages and all of that, conveying important messages. I think she seems super likable. She seems like a good person, and that gets points in my book personally. I don't know that I got a ton of personality from her outside of that, though. I want to root for her. I just feel like she might be a little more introverted than a lot of the other queens in this cast. But I do like this look. I think this is it's simple but effective for me. So I like her.
Yeah, I agree with you about her look. It's definitely simple, but it it's simple but different. I don't know
Mhm.
if that makes sense. It's I did. She was the first one we saw, and I kind of liked how she kind of led us off. And I was like, okay, all right, okay. I'm. Oh, okay, okay. She wasn't like I said, I wasn't wild at all, but anything. But I kind of liked her. I thought she was funny. I liked her. I like this look. I like her makeup. I like her hair. I love a sleek black hair, and she's giving me sleek black. Just shiny hair. I think she's going to be funny. I think she's going to be somebody who's just going to have a really great personality. And I can't wait to see.
I love her mug. I love this eyebrow that starts low and arches very high and comes over. I'm obsessed with that. I like that we have the blush going basically all the way down the face from the temple to the base of the cheek. I do really enjoy that. I love this hair. It's giving Dita Von Teese a little bit in the hair. The bodysuit, I think, could be a little bit more, but I think for what it is, I mean, it's a good bodysuit. I like the sort of like almost cone bra effect that she has going on here. The way this is color blocked with the red and the white, I really enjoy. I maybe would have liked it with a third color, maybe a green. If you're going full, Italian flag colors, maybe like a black even, I think would have added some visual interest. I love the pose, just the hand on the hip and the hand down. I really enjoy that. I think she's someone I'm looking out for sure. So, scores.
I'm going to give her a sensible 74.
I will give her a 78.
And I'm going to give her 77. Melissa Bianchini. Oh, baby. 36, from Rome, originally from Brasilia. We heard that she's highly sought after for her outfits. She said her drag is beautiful, strong, and highly energetic. She's very excited for dance challenges. And she is our trans representation of the season. Beautiful trans woman. Another trans woman on an international franchise. Another Brazilian on an international franchise.
I missed her.
Oh.
You
that makes
her.
sense. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Because when you said,
yeah,
I immediately was like, oh, how did Melissa not stand out for you?
Right.
I missed her.
I'm so sorry for you.
I must have drifted off.
And she was like kind of smack dab in the middle.
I might have drifted off.
Or no, she was fourth. She was fourth.
Oh, I missed her because I would not have forgotten this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say she was probably my standout of the group.
She was my standout for sure.
Yeah. She gave me a lot of personality. She was one of the ones when I was saying like I was getting like visions of old school drag. She was one of the biggest ones, and I meant it in a good way, especially for her. And she even reminded me of like a lot of like pop stars from like the 80s and 90s. Especially I got major, just the way she acted, the way she moved, everything.
I wonder if it's the same person.
Maybe I got major LaToya Jackson vibes from her.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay.
I got LaToya Jackson.
Okay, yes. I wasn't sure.
I got Jacksons in general. I got a little Janet and I got a little
some
LaToya
Paula
from her.
too.
Absolutely, Paula Abdul. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, I just adore her. Like she's great.
I love that Lana's watching it right now.
I know. Yeah, Lana, you better catch up. We will filibuster. We will stall.
I will gladly filibuster.
Yeah. I did miss it. She was trans. That makes me excited because
it wasn't brought up in the Meet the Queens actually.
Okay.
I found that out on the fandom wiki.
Okay, and we've seen such great representation for trans contestants this year. So.
And she is the first trans woman to compete on Drag Race Italia as well.
Okay.
So
and Brazilian, like I've loved a lot of Brazilian queens that I've seen on different franchises this year. So,
David, you want to know the best part?
Kind of taking over. Let's hear it.
You want to know who her drag sister is?
Please tell me it's Fontana.
No.
Oh, who is it? Is it Kelly?
No, it's La Diamond.
Oh my god. Okay. And didn't she mention something about like having a drag sister or something?
I think so.
Okay, because there was somebody and I'm like, well, are you going to tell us who it is? La Diamond. Okay.
I also
Okay.
forgot to mention when we talked about Sheeva is one of the drag daughters of Farida, and she's a drag niece
Oh,
of Nehelenia.
okay, well that makes me more optimistic about Shiva.
Me too. I
Yeah,
forgot to bring it up.
well now everything's changing, but yeah, this draft should be interesting. We'll
Oh,
just
it
say that.
sure will be.
There might be a little battle.
I think we're all going to be battling for Melissa. Let's just be honest here. I love this. I think this is my third favorite promo. So it was La Prada, and then Lightning, and then Melissa had my third favorite outfit. And I love that it's so very classic Drag Race, so classic Drag Racer. We have the red, the black, and the white, but it's done in such an interesting way. I love this detailing. It's not a zipper in the middle, but it's like bands across with this like pleated moment happening. It adds a lot of visual interest to it. She's showing body as she should.
Mm-hmm.
I love this wig. I love that we have the little like face shield happening as well. That's some nice visual interest. The whole boot and leg situation, you can't really see it here, but it's like a full thing down the leg into a thigh high boot. Oh, I am so excited for Melissa.
She did say she's very reserved. That's the only thing that made me a little
Everyone
nervous.
did. Everyone in this damn promo said they were reserved. I think I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think every single person was like, "I'm so reserved." I don't care if you're reserved. I care about your fucking drag character is.
She did not seem reserved. I'll say that.
No.
Lana?
Now that you've watched Melissa's Meet the Queens, Lana, what do you think of Melissa Bianchini?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm a fan. I do. And I heard y'all comparisons, and they were good, but I have the best one.
Okay.
Because if she is not giving me anybody but the fabulous Miss Rosie Perez, I don't know who she is.
You're so
I don't know who it
Yes.
is. She is Rosie Perez all the way down. She could be a Jackson, but I'm gonna put that aside because she is Rosie Perez down. Like she was born in New York and she should be Mookie. Like seriously, but like she's so I'm a
now I
fan.
want to see her doing that dance at the very beginning of Do the Right Thing. You know that Rosie does? Yes.
Yes, baby. I'm in. Yeah, I'm a fan of this one, Miss Melissa Bianchini. I am a fan. She's amazing. If I would have like did not fall asleep halfway through this thing and saw her, I probably would have been like, yes, I have two standouts.
We shouldn't have said anything, David. Oh no.
I have two standouts. She's amazing. But I would have loved her just from this outfit because this bodysuit is everything.
I love this.
This bodysuit is like perfection on her body. And it's like it looked like it was made just for her. And then her shoe, like you were talking about the boots. Love the boots. When I just watched, I was like, love those boots and how it garter belt all the way down to the straps and all that stuff into the boot. She's perfection. She's great. This is one of my favorite promo looks, period.
Of course.
I'm gonna give her a 78.
I'm giving her the only full cup I'm giving this episode because she deserves. She deserves.
I'm gonna give it an 85. I really like it. Next up, Morgana Cosmica. She is 38 from Bologna. She said in her Meet the Queens that her drag is very potpourri. Her biggest inspirations are diva of any and all ages. She will stand out on the reveal runway because Morgana is reveal. And she talked about like the modern fairy tale. Like she dresses like Belle. She's got muscles like Gaston, but she'll bite like the Beast. So
Mm-hmm.
Morgana.
Why do I feel like Dawn Stone would like her?
This is very Dawn Stone coded. I will be
It
honest and
is.
vulnerable here. Our fellow panelist Dawn Stone here would love this outfit
Right.
because
It just seems
someone
like
has to.
her aesthetic. I mean, like this is giving me a little bit of Jan. Sorry for the comparison.
Ah!
And we all know
This is
Dawn
Blue
loves
Jan.
yes, Blue
This is
Jan.
Blue Jan.
Yeah, she seems like somebody who's talented, and anybody who could really speak confidently about their skills, I perked up for. Um, I didn't get a ton of personality from her either, but I'm hoping that what she's saying, she can back it up on the show. And I do like this look. I think this is one of the most interesting looks. It's definitely less conventional than a lot of the bodysuits we got. So I expect that like edgy, almost punk kind of vibe that she's giving here. So I'm intrigued.
I love a good checkered look. I'm a fan of a good checkered look. And if you can do it right where it doesn't look too 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 much, if it doesn't look like too crazy, like I don't want it all checkered. I love the blue and the checker, and the way she got it placed. It's really cute to me. And I love that she put the little checker scrunchie in her hair and made the pony up high pony. I think I like her. I kind of am digging this whole look. I was digging her meet the queen. Like you said, David, she was very confident about what she can bring to the table. So I'm just gonna be like, all right, girl, back it up. Let's see if you can do it. And if you can, then I'm here for it. But if you can't, I'm gonna call you out on it. But in this look, I'm digging it.
I don't love this look. I think chin up. I love the mug. Again, a no eyebrow look, but I like it here. She's got some nice visual detail with the eye makeup. Her eye makeup itself is kind of this different shape. It kind of like dips in the middle and then comes out into a wing, and I do really like that. And I like the lip that she paired with it as well. And I love the high pony with the checkered scrunchy sort of situation. For me, the bodysuit feels like it's trying to do three different things. Like it's trying to do racer, it's trying to do color block, and it's trying to do punk, and it's not doing any of those things successfully for me. I don't get the wrist cuff with the fingerless glove with the long nail, and also the one sleeve with the baggy sleeve on the side, the stitching up the side of the bottom of the bodysuit, the spikes on the boob. It's trying to do too much for me, and it's not even fitted well. Like, because you can see with her hand on her hip that the fabric is buckling under her hand. I don't know. And I didn't get a whole lot from her at all. I think I maybe got the least from her in the Meet the Queens. So I'm looking forward to what she brings on the show. But this garment that I'm being presented with here from her, I'm not the biggest fan of. So, scores.
Okay. I like it. I'm giving it a 75.
I like it too. I'll match that 75.
I'm going to give it a 60.
All right.
Next up, she's interesting.
Okay.
Silvana
You
della
cannot tell me
Magliana.
I'm not allowed to make a comparison on this one.
Oh, this is a Lady Bunny wig. She stole a wig from Lady Bunny. That is a Lady Bunny wig in the same color Lady Bunny makes her wigs in. So no,
Right.
I will let you make that comparison because I just made it. So Silvana della Magliana, which I love this name. I love the drag name. But she is 44. She is tied for our oldest queen on this cast. She's from Rome. Miss Silvana talked about she's very nice, she's self-deprecating, she's reckless. Her drag is very inspired by theater and the people of the streets. So she'll go out and see things happening in the world and then make comedy routines about it. She said she wants to do a sewing challenge. She said that's where she would succeed. She talked a lot about drag being very active in politics and education as well. So she gives me that old school queen vibe with that old school queen makeup and that old school queen hair.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we think of Silvana della Magliana?
I like her. I think she's one of my favorites, to be honest. Yeah, she's absolutely one of the people. I think she was the one when she came up. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting old school from this cast, and I like it. Yeah, she's giving me like natural personality for drag. And we see so many people that just do drag race because they see it on TV. Maybe they have other talents, but are they naturals? Are they natural personalities? Not everybody is. I really get the vibe that she is. And I hope that everybody else can see that. I hope she can actually deliver what I think she's capable of. And I hope she goes very far. She's almost giving me like what we all wanted Minnie Cooper to be and what we got sometimes for
How
Minnie
dare
Cooper.
you disgrace the name of
I
Minnie
mean,
Cooper on this podcast,
I'm not.
David Healy?
I'm
That is
saying
our
that as a good thing.
friend. That
I'm
is
saying that
our
is a good
friend.
thing. This is a good comparison. I just don't think that Minnie Cooper got to show everything that she was capable of. And I'm worried
No,
that
because
it
she's
could.
incredibly talented.
She
And
is. She is.
that's what he was saying.
Yeah.
I know.
That's a good thing. So I'm hoping that Silvana can get a better draw than what poor Minnie got.
Agreed.
Yes. I was say that's what he said. That's what we were
Mm-mm.
meaning.
You talk bad about Minnie Cooper.
Never.
Never say anything bad about
Lana,
Minnie
you too.
Cooper. I don't even
You
know
don't
who
know
Minnie
Minnie
Cooper.
Cooper.
I was, I don't even know who she
You don't
is.
know Minnie Cooper yet, but she's you. You and Minnie Cooper, having spent a lot of time with Minnie Cooper, you and Minnie Cooper would get along very well.
Okay. I say I don't even know her.
She's just a bitch in the best way.
She's a biche.
Are you saying I'm a biche in the best way?
Yes, I'm saying you're a biche in the best way.
Oh, well, all right. Anyway, Miss Silvana della
Magliana. Silvana della
Magliana.
Magliana. We couldn't have gotten a more Italian drag name.
I will say, I know I said I was bored by this, but she was one of the people that I was like, okay. Because number one, she's my age. And I was like, yes, queen, that's still doing it. And number two, I felt like I can relate to her because I like the way she thinks about drag and how she thinks about her drag in particular. And she was like, the messages behind being political and educational and all the things, like she's thinking like a 44-year-old woman would think about life and how much life we've lived, and thinking about, and even think a 44-year-old person, not even a woman, just a 44-year-old person, how we think about life and how all the things we've gone through in our lives. And it's like, what is these messages that I could share with people now to help them live so they don't have to go through the same struggles that I went through, that they don't have to go through this and that, just to help people. And she is she said, I go on the streets and I watch people and then I make a routine out of it. That's so like, I love that. I love that she's like thinking about things, thinking about life, thinking about people, thinking about the messages, and she makes it fun, but you also learn in the fun. And I'm just here for it. I think she's going to be hilarious. I think she's going to be one of those, like you say, naturally funny people, naturally warm people, and just giving what we thought about Mother Bumper and what we thought about like just the older queens like Bernie, and like they just give, and you like, oh, I'm just so comforted by them, and I'm just so like they're teaching as they go, and so, but it's good. I hope she is there for a long time. I hope she gives us just pure goodness. Yes.
I just want her to last the whole season so I could just continue saying Silvana della Magliana. because I'm really having a good time saying Silvana della Magliana.
Good.
I adore her. She was a big standout for me. And initially, at the very start of her interview, I'm going to say 90% of it was because of her Lady Bunny wig. But I actually really like this promo. I like that she took the checkered and made it more of like a jacket, like poncho situation, as opposed to, having it in the outfit. It's a simple, red bodysuit situation with the thick, chunky belt, big old chunky platform heels. But it's the accessorization of this I really enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoy her a lot. I enjoy her a lot.
Me too.
Scores.
I'm not my favorite look, but I love her. So I'm still gonna give it a 70.
I don't mind the look, and I do love her, so I'm going to give her a 75.
You gave her what, a 70, David?
Mm-hmm.
She said? Well, good thing we're going to increase by 5. I'm going to give her an 80.
There we go.
There we go.
Silvana della Magliana. I adore her. Next up, we have Sissy Lea. So she's originally from Sicily.
Sicily.
But she's been living in London now for 20 years. She's 44. I saw a lot of the London queens from Drag Race UK commenting, being like, "Oh my God, Sissy's on! Oh my God, she did it!" One person in particular being Vanity Milan, and I was very excited to see Vanity. If she's co-signed by Vanity, then period, done. But she said she's only been doing drag for a very short period of time. Again, we don't know what that means.
She started when she was 40.
She started when she was 4, so 4 years.
Yep.
So 4 years. Probably 5 now. But she's a live singer. She said she goes around and ruins all your favorite songs.
Period.
She was one of several people that was like, I'm a little bit more reserved out of drag. And she's very excited for the reading challenge, which makes me very excited for her in the reading challenge.
Exactly. Yeah, she gave my favorite answer. I'm like, whoa, okay. I didn't expect that from anybody. Excited for the reading challenge. That tells me that she's going to be a witty queen. But yeah, she is another one. I got such old school in a positive way vibes from her. I really think if these old school queens can like really succeed this season, I think it could be a very, very refreshing season. So I'm really hoping that queens like Sissy can do well. I really like her. She was another one of my favorites. Yeah, I mean, I hope that they don't hold her being somebody who lived in the UK for 20 years against her. Surely they won't. She still is Italian. So I hope that they can see her for the true Italian she is and let her thrive in the competition, because I have a feeling she'll do well.
I love this look. I am a fan of this look. I don't know why, but it's just like I'm loving it. I don't know why, but I do. I like the hair. I like the mug. I like the bodysuit and the black and the yellow. I'm a fan. I am glad to see another older queen here doing her thing. And the fact that she started at 40, it's like, yes, giving me my ginger reach moments, my feels that I felt for Ginger. I feel the same for Sissy Lea. I love the name, being from Sicily, and you come with Sicily. Like, love it.
It's stupid in the best
It's stupid
way.
in the best way. I love it. I'm excited for her.
Yeah, I really like this promo. What you can't see really, you can see it kind of. She's holding on her left side this big voluminous red jacket that she's wearing in the main like group promo, and I think she wore it a little bit in her video.
Reykjavik?
Not quite a raking jacket, but
No, I would
a jacket the same.
I would call it, well, no, I would call it more like I would call it more a cape than a jacket. I would call
Not a
hers
jacket at
and
all,
no,
A
hers
rake and
and
cape it.
I
huh?
hate
Cape it.
you. I hate you. Her and Silvana della Magliana. I would consider both of those more like capes than anything else.
Okay.
I don't get the red with the rest of the look because there's no other red in the look. And I wish if you're gonna have it be a red cape, then I wish there was more red in the outfit, or maybe there was a red streak in the wig, or that the jacket was black and yellow as well, or something, or I don't know. But otherwise, I really, really enjoy this look. I think the bodysuit it fits her beautifully. I like that we've got the one thigh high, and then we've got the one leg that has the yellow with the black stripe down it. I really enjoy that. Like I said, the fit of the bodysuit is good. I like the arm. I like the glove into the arm of the bodysuit but still fingerless. The nails are really interesting. She's another one. I really enjoy her mug. There's just this very like it's almost geometric in the way that she does it. It's this like beautiful triangle shape in the eye, this very understated brow, the halo or ombre lip. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I like her. Scores.
I'll go back to old reliable 69.
Nice. Isn't 89 for me?
Nice. 79.
There we go.
Sure. I was going to give it a 77, but I'll give it a 79 just for continuity. Next up, Sypario. Sypario is 29 from Naples. Said that their drag is very authentic, iconic, fashionable, opulent. Talked about how their superpower is turning everyone they meet into a drag queen. They have a very diverse artistic background. They talk about being, a dancer and a painter and doing some visual art stuff and all of it coming together into drag. Her inspirations include a lot of Neapolitan theater icons as well as Divine, which I immediately got before she even said it. Big makeup like this, I do tend to think Divine a little bit. And she says she hopes to find friends and sisters throughout the competition, which I think is just lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Sypario.
Yeah, I definitely always like me an artistic queen, like somebody who can really bring a unique artistic expression to the show is somebody that I value. I will say when I was watching the Meet the Queens, I was not impressed with the look she had on. But looking at it in this picture, I actually am intrigued. And now I'm trying to remember why I didn't like it on the Meet the Queens.
I think it's for the same reason that I didn't like it in the Meet the Queens, in that the bodysuit underneath this big
That's it.
this big feathery coat, the bodysuit did not fit well at all.
Wasn't it just like a red straight bodysuit?
Yes.
Kind of like thing 1 and thing 2.
A little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad she covered it up here because
Mm-hmm.
it looks so much better like this. I mean,
The
she
promo
still
image is much better than the full, I will say.
she still looks like she's out of a Dr. Seuss book in this.
In the best way.
Yeah, in the best
That's
way.
the best way.
And I love that wig, and yeah, the makeup looks great. I really want to believe her that she's that artistic girl she says she is. If she is, then she could easily be one of my favorites this season. So fingers crossed for her.
Yeah, I'm looking out for her because I agree with you wholeheartedly. I did not like this look in the Meet the Queens, but this picture is giving me a whole nother level of of intrigue and appreciation for this look. I didn't get it in the video, but yeah, I love the artistic queen as well. I love giving me something to think about and be like wonder about. Like I like when I'm like, you left me wondering what you could bring. She left me wondering what she could do. So yeah, fingers crossed for her. Hopefully we'll see more artistic stuff and it translate well on the show.
Yeah, I'm intrigued by her. I'm very interested to see what she brings. I love this feather coat. I love the feather coat. I love the wig. I love the big graphic dramatic eye, which is literally just black. Her eye makeup is just black, and I really do enjoy that. Um, like I said earlier, the bodysuit underneath I don't think fit very well, or if it did, it didn't look good in the video that they took. Um, but this promo image, love. So I'm intrigued. Scores.
Yeah, I'm going to go off of what I'm seeing here. I'm going to forget what I saw in the Meet the Queens, and I'm going to give you a 76.
I am going to give you a 79.
I am not going to forget the bodysuit underneath this coat. And so I'm going to give it a 69.
Nice.
Thank you. And last up, we have Vezirja. Vezirja, I believe I'm saying that right. I'll get it by the time the show starts. Vezirja. She's 32. She is our first Albanian queen on Drag Race. She's from Tirana, Albania. I was very excited hearing that because the only context for Albania I have is Eurovision, and I'm a big fan of what Albania usually brings to Eurovision. So I'm interested to see more artistic endeavors out of Albanians. So I'm very excited for her in that regard. Her name means prime minister in Turkish, but if it was like the feminine version of a prime minister or feminine version of the word prime minister, which I just absolutely love. She said her drag is beautiful. She's talented. She's one hell of a MILF. She said she started drag because someone in Albania had to do drag. And so she did it. And she talked also about drag being an art form and also activism, because Albania is not the most open-minded country when it comes to LGBTQIA plus issues. So, Vezirja.
When I think of Albania, the first person I think of is Dua Lipa. She's British, but she's from Albanian descent.
Yeah, her parents are Albanian.
Yes, and I love me some Dua Lipa, and I think she's just as gorgeous as Dua Lipa. Like she's probably giving me the most like conventional what I see on Drag Race these days. And that's not bad at all. Like that's a successful way to be a drag queen. So I think she could actually be, despite being conventional on different seasons, I think she could be unique with this mix of girls. So I'm actually pretty intrigued by her. I think she's gorgeous. I thought it was so funny that her thing that she would want to do is the worst drag looks,
Yeah.
like we have seen on Drag Race before. I'm like, okay, you just want to get ugly. You want to find an excuse. So I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, I like her. I hope she does well.
There's nothing but one word that will describe her for me, and that is stunning. She is stunning. Like everything about this look to me is stunning. I I love. I love. That's it. That's it.
Nothing else needs to be said.
Nothing else.
Fair enough. Yeah, the first time I saw her promo, I wasn't really the biggest fan of it. I didn't really understand, the black sort of banding happening in the chest area, and I didn't really get it. I think the specific color palette she's using is supposed to reference the Albanian flag, because the Albanian flag is kind of this dark, deeper red with this black, I believe, Firebird symbol on it. So I really enjoy that. I like the wig. Like you said, Lana, the makeup is incredible. It's so simple and so understated, and yet that's really all she needs in order to just be beautiful and gorgeous. I do wish there was a bit more detailing. I like the earring. I think the nail is just solid black. That's cute. Um, I like her and I like this look. I'm missing something in the look to have me go, oh my god, Vezirja. But I'm like, you work Vezirja. That's where I'm at currently. So scores.
I'm gonna give her a 72.
I'm going to give her a sensible 74.
And I'm gonna match your sensible 74. So, well, that's that. That's all 13 queens for Drag Race Italia season 3. Yeah. So we are gonna do a cute little draft. We tend to do those, so we are gonna do those. We're gonna do that. So we all did kind of agree that we all wanted to draft the same first draft pick. And because there are 13 queens on this cast, we thought it would be a cute idea if we all just pick the same first draft pick and then draft all of the other queens onto our teams, meaning that no one would get left out, and we would each have 5 picks, one of them being the same person that I think we all agree we want as our first pick.
We should probably confirm.
Say it at 3. 1,
Okay.
2,
2,
3. Melissa.
Okay.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
So we are all going to take Melissa Bianchini. For our draft. We are going to randomize the draft order, and I am, Lana, going to do a random list this time because I know wheels can be very racist in our world.
In our world,
so we are not going to have that happen. Instead, we are just going to do a 3-person list randomized. So, yeah, are we ready?
How many times are we randomizing it?
3, because it's season 3.
Okay, great.
So, 1, 2, 3. I was first both of those times, and I'm really mad about that now, but it's fine.
Oof.
So,
man.
So the order is going to be David, Lana, and then me. So,
once again,
David,
I'm
you
first.
have Melissa. Who are you going to pick?
This is very tough because there's so many different routes I could go here. I think I'm just gonna go big or go home. This is a big risk for me, but I'm gonna pick Silvana.
God damn it, David! I'm so mad at you.
No idea if that's gonna work out for me, but fingers crossed.
All right,
Lana. I am going to pick. Is it Adriana?
Yes.
That is who I was going to pick, Adriana.
Well, one of my 2 picks is still here. So I am going to pick Sissy Lea.
Shoot.
Yeah.
You got first pick, David. I don't want to hear a damn thing. With my second pick. I'm going to go Vezirja.
Okay.
Lana?
I'm going to pick La Prada.
Okay.
David, these are your last 2 picks.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
No. Because I'm going to get another person. Oh, I'll just get whoever's left over.
Whoever's left over.
Okay.
So these are the last 2 of your picks.
Okay, that makes sense. So I'm actually glad because I still have the chance to pick Amy, and I really hope she's not all talk. And then my other pick, you know what? I think I'm going to do something that I did not expect to do based on the Meet the Queens, but I'm going to pick Sypario.
Lana?
Why not keep it going? I picked La Prada. I'm gonna pick La Sheeva as well.
I'm gonna pick Lina. And I'm gonna pick Leila.
I have to see who's left.
So you have Lightning Aurora and Morgana Cosmica are the last two.
Okay, well, I will pick Lightning Aurora.
Okay. I'll happily take Morgana.
All right. So our teams, we have Team David with Melissa Bianchini, Silvana della Magliana, Amy Krania, Sypario, and Morgana Cosmica. We have Team Lana also with Melissa Bianchini. Adriana Picasso, La Prada, La Sheeva, and Lightning Aurora. And Team Logan is also Melissa Bianchini. Sissy Lea, Vezirja, Lina Galore, and Leila Yarn.
Well, we got some pretty decent teams, I think.
Yeah, I'm happy with mine.
Me too.
There's one person I wanted more than anyone else, and I'm disappointed about it.
Okay. Well, you got the one person you wanted the most, right? We all did.
You know, if we hadn't all agreed on Melissa, I actually was going to draft Silvana first.
Oh, okay.
But I'm very content that we all take Melissa. I think that's very cute. So, well, our season premiere of Drag Race, I almost said España. Our premiere of Drag Race Italia is going to be on October 13th. So we've got a little under a month. By then, I think Philippines will be over, I believe. And that's it. Oh, God. Save us from the drag.
We can't be saved.
No, we can't be saved. In the meantime, we are here covering all things drag here at the Cup. So we are covering Drag Race Brazil, Drag Race Germany, Drag Race Philippines. We will be covering Drag Race UK starting next week. We are covering La Mastraga. We've still got Canada. We've still got España All-Stars. We've still got Dragula. Oh, it's going to be so much, and I'm very excited. So thank you for joining us for our beautiful cast assessment for Drag Race Italia Season 3. We'll be back very soon with our Instagram review video. Like Lana said earlier, if you haven't gone back and watched some of our other Instagram review videos, go do it. They're really fun. They're one of our favorite videos to do on the channel. So definitely make sure to go check that out. And go check out all of our other Drag Race coverage, because we've been covering Drag Race and drag content all this year from start to finish. So we've done all that. Additionally, make sure to hit all of the applicable buttons on your audio or visual platform of choice that say you support us, because we love having your support and we love you. If you hit the dislike button, hit it twice. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Cup Pod for all of our most up-to-date Cup news and our funny moments, because we are some funny bitches. And while y'all are at that, in the description below, you can find the link to get your Cup merch. You could also follow the three of us on Twitter. And yeah, that's about it. So until our Instagram review video, cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye now.
Goodbye.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.